Do you know the difference between people who actually get what they want in life and everyone else? Is it money, luck, pure talent? Let me tell you a secret. It's none of those things. The real deal is something most people completely ignore: the magic of focus. It's about how, in a world where 1,000 things are trying to distract you every second, you can stay locked onto a single point like a sniper and never budge. I want to tell you how to go deaf when the whole world is shouting, whistling, and screaming in your ear that you can't do it. I want to take you inside the mind of someone who has spent their entire life right in the middle of the most crowded, high-pressure stadiums on earth, yet when the ball is at his feet, it's as if he's sitting in his own bedroom. The funny thing is, this person isn't a fan of talking or spinning grand theories. His entire life is a massive lesson, and if you put the pieces together, you'll understand why our focus in life is like a candle in a storm while some people stand as unshakable as mountains. The main story isn't about how Lionel Messi plays football, it's about how he throws his mind onto his goal in the middle of a chaotic world. And most importantly, you're going to learn how to bring this exact formula into your own life, onto your desk, into your studies, into building your future. So stay with me until the very second, because your perspective on focus and hard work is about to change forever. Imagine you're walking down a crowded street. 100 stores with neon lights are calling you inside, your phone is vibrating, your friend is texting you, someone's arguing over in the corner, and inside your head, you have 1,000 broken thoughts and worries about tomorrow. Now imagine right in the middle of this three-ring circus, you have to take a critical exam or finish a vital task. What happens? Your brain short-circuits. And then what do you think the problem is? You tell yourself, I'm a weak-willed person, I'm lazy, I have zero focus. But the truth is, you're not lazy, my friend, you just haven't learned how to shut the intake valves of your mind. Now let's step back a few years, to the back alleys of Barcelona. A little kid who all the doctors back then said would never grow, whose growth hormone was completely messed up, with no club except one willing to pay for his medical treatments. Imagine it. While all his peers are growing tall like trees, this kid is stuck right there. At the age of 13, when he should be worrying about school grades or playing with friends, he's dealing with injecting needles into his own legs. The family pressure, living away from home, homesickness, and above all, the massive fear that he might never become what he saw in his dreams. Put all of that together. Any ordinary person would have thrown in the towel in the very first year and gone back to their hometown. But Messi did something strange. He learned how to put the world on silent mode. And this is the exact point we need to learn from. The first lesson is right where many of us lose it. We think focus means an absolute absence of problems, perfect conditions, complete and utter silence so we can do our work. But the real world isn't like that. The real world is full of noise, full of people trying to pull you down, full of hopelessness. Messi learned in Barcelona that focus has nothing to do with the environment, focus is a muscle inside your brain. The more pressure they put on you, if you know how to glue your eyes to the ball, the rest of the world just fades away. Look at your own life. The moment things hit a snag, a bill is overdue, or someone tells you you're useless, your whole plan falls apart. Why? Because your focus is entirely dependent on your outer vibe. Messi teaches us that true focus is being blind and deaf to the sidelines. Back in those early years, plenty of people at the club said, "What is this tiny guy doing in professional football? His body is too weak, the first hard tackle and he's broken for good." But he didn't go head to head and argue with them. He didn't run to the press saying, "You guys are wrong." He just went to the training pitch, showed up earlier than everyone else, left later than everyone, and answered them with every single strike of the ball. This is what we lack in our personal lives. We waste our energy on people mocking us or on bad circumstances, when we should be pumping all that energy straight into the work we're doing. That's what focus means. When every door is closed, you only look at one narrow crack until you finally push through. Let's go deeper. Why does our mind surrender so easily in the first place? Because the human brain has evolved from day one to seek safety, laziness, and a way out of pain. Every time you face a major challenge, your brain's defense system sounds an alarm. Drop it, it's too hard, go do something easy. Ordinary people listen to that voice and give up instantly. But great people, the ones who make history, muffle that voice. Messi faced closed doors 1,000 times in his life. Do you think when the news came out that Argentine clubs refused to sign him because of his medical costs, he didn't feel hopeless? Of course his heart broke, of course he cried. But he didn't let momentary feelings dictate his future path. The difference between a successful person and an unsuccessful one is right there. An unsuccessful person drowns in their emotions, while a successful person hugs their emotions, sets them aside, and gets the job done. Are you the same way? When you bomb an exam, or take a small hit in your business, do you immediately sit down, hug your knees, and say, "I wasn't built for this"? That is the exact moment you are cutting the root of your own focus and willpower. You must learn that pain and challenges are high-octane fuel, not brakes on the road. Now let's fast forward. Remember 2014, the World Cup final, Brazil. All of Argentina is waiting for Messi to finally lift that cursed trophy so he can become the absolute god of football history. The game ends, Argentina loses in extra time. The trophy goes into Germany's hands. Did you see Messi's image on TV? He was staring straight at the golden trophy as he walked past it. That look was the heaviest gaze in football history. All the media swarmed him. They wrote that it was over. Messi would never be the same guy again. He's declining, he's old, he can't survive under this massive pressure anymore. The pressure of a nation, the pressure of global media, the insults, the criticisms, the comparisons to Diego Maradona that hung over him like a heavy shadow. Anyone else would have quit right there, retired, and gone to live a comfortable life in a corner. But there is a strange secret inside this man's mind that few people pay attention to. Messi doesn't have giving up programmed into him. Why? Because his view of failure is different from ours. The moment we stumble once, we think the world has ended, we think we've lost, our honor is gone. But for Messi, failure was just new information. It was raw data saying, the path you took up to here had a flaw, so you need to try a different approach. This is precisely where we need to turn into a new and deeper alley of self-awareness. Why do we give up so fast when we fail? Because we tie our identity to the outcome. We think, if I failed at this task, it means I'm a worthless person. But Messi didn't tie his identity to the trophy, he tied it to the path of striving. He knew that I will do everything right that is within my power. Now if the result isn't what I wanted, it doesn't mean I lost, it means I need to fight again. Years passed, he lost more finals, he cried, he even retired from the national team, his own people betrayed him, insulted him, but he came back. Why? Because focusing on the goal was bigger than his personal ego. That is the grand lesson of life. A lot of times, because we're afraid people will laugh at us, because we're afraid of failing, we don't even start or we quit halfway through. Messi teaches us that you have to be able to mute the voice of other people's judgment inside your head. Let them say whatever they want to say. The caravan keeps moving while the dogs bark. If you're going to reach what's inside your head, your skin has to get thick. You must learn to toss other people's criticism into the trash can and think of only one thing. What is the next step? Now let's go a layer deeper. Let's look at how focus actually forms inside the human brain. Psychologists say the human brain is like a garden. Whichever thought you water grows bigger. If you water your fears every day, the words of negative people, comparing yourself to others, weeds will take over your whole garden and leave no room for the flowers of success. What did Messi do? He was a very meticulous gardener. He didn't let every garbage thought sprout in his mind. When the media ran headlines claiming Messi was finished, he didn't even flip through the newspapers. When you constantly bury your face in your phone looking at other people's lives, how do you expect to have focus? Social media is a serial killer of focus. It bombards your brain with useless information, and then you expect to sit down for 2 hours and focus on your project, your studies, your business. Impossible, my friend. Messi teaches us that to have ironclad focus, you first have to carry out a massive cleanup. You have to clear out your surroundings. You need to throw away toxic people, time-wasting apps, and useless habits. Purging is the first step to building focus. Until you have garbage piling up inside your brain, no great idea will grow there. Now hold on a second. I want to give you a perspective you've probably never thought of before. A lot of people think that because Messi is so talented, his focus just comes naturally. No, my friend, that's a huge lie that lazy people tell themselves. Talent without focus is like a Ferrari with a punctured fuel tank. It goes really fast at first, but it quickly stalls out in the middle of the desert. Messi said in interviews years ago, "I practiced free kicks 1,000 times. When all the players had gone to the locker room, I was still kicking balls." What does that mean? It means consistency without an audience. Most of us get motivated and work hard only when someone is watching us. But when your exam comes, on the day when nobody is paying attention to you, when nobody is patting you on the back, when nobody gives a damn, what do? Are you still just as locked onto your goal at that moment? This is where the difference between an ordinary person and a successful person becomes clear. Successful people love boring days. They love days when nothing special happens, but they are laying brick upon brick. How about you? Are you willing to fight for the sake of building your future in silence and darkness, without a single person cheering you on? Let me give you a psychological technique that Messi uses subconsciously, and you can apply it in your life right now. It's called the attentional tunnel. When Messi is on the pitch, you never see him losing his mind over the crowd or getting into pointless arguments with the referee just to waste time. His gaze is always locked on the critical point. Our human brains are designed to get distracted quickly. Notifications on a phone, the sound of a car, someone's comment, all of these trigger the brain's sensors. Messi learned how to turn off his sensors and tune into just one single channel. How can you bring this into your daily life? It's very simple. When you want to work on your project, your studies, your business, block all the entryways of the world. Put your phone in another room. Delete Instagram or put it away. Toss away thoughts about what someone said to you last night. Tell yourself, from this hour to that hour, I don't exist in this world. I am only in this room, and this chunk of work must get finished. This is the steel focus that great people possess. They aren't aliens. They've just learned how to manage their time and attention like an emperor, refusing to let anyone snoop around inside it. And let's look at the sustainability of this journey. Maintaining focus for a single day, for a week, or even a month isn't that hard. Anyone can pull themselves together for a short period and work with intensity. The real artistry is steadfastness. The real art is when 10 years pass, 20 years pass, when your hair turns white, you still go to work with the exact same passion and focus as day one. Messi has been playing at the absolute highest level of world football for years. Many other stars came, shined for 2 years, fell victim to sidelines and drama, saw the money, saw the parties, lost their focus, and burned out. But Messi, he always moved in a straight line. His personal life is quiet, drama-free, focused entirely on family and training. This shows that focus isn't just about the football pitch, focus is a lifestyle. If you lack discipline in your life, if you lack order in your relationships, your sleep, your diet, how do you expect to stay focused on your big life work? Order in one area means order in every area. Messi teaches us that champions are champions in the small details of their lives, not just in big moments in front of the cameras. And finally, the year 2022. Qatar. All those years of pain, all those lost finals, all those pressures, culminated in that one single month. The final match against France. Everyone thought it was over. But Messi at 38 years old, with a body that no longer ran like it did at 20, with a baggage of past failures and scars, walked onto the pitch. This time it wasn't just about football anymore. It was about proving that if you fall 1,000 times, if the whole world says you're old, if they tell you your time is up, you can still get back up and win the game. When the final penalty went in, the image of his eyes, the picture of that deep peace, taught a massive lesson to all of us. That's where you realized true victory isn't the moment you hold the trophy in your hands. True victory was those days when your entire brain told you to quit, but you got back up and said, "No, I'll try one more time." This is what we desperately need in our personal lives. We get tired way too fast. The moment we see an obstacle, we think it's a dead end. Meanwhile, an obstacle is just the start of the road. So tomorrow when you wake up, before you grab your phone and dive into everyone else's world, before you let outside worries flood your head, stop for a second. Ask yourself, which of my main goals am I going to lock onto today? What do I need to silence in my life so I can hear the sound of my own progress? Remember, life rewards people who know how to sit in the middle of a storm, drink their tea, and keep working. Be like Messi. Shut off the noise, glue your eyes to the goal, and don't back down until you reach it. Right now is the time to make a massive change in your focus. Go tackle that task you've been putting off for ages, and tonight, before you go to sleep, tell yourself, today, I didn't surrender to the sidelines.